All right, everybody. So I have 106,000 followers who I owe. I feel like I owe you an explanation for videos that are out there circulating with my name and Andre Stevens' name as scammers. Yeah? I owe you that much to come and pretty much shed some light as to what's happening. I just left my law firm. That's Nigel Jones and Company, and they are at the Winchester Business Center in Kingston. This is my receipt, and the date 14th of November 2025. What I've been advised by my attorneys, who of course were also contracted from March to deal with the same lady who has been publicizing my name. As a matter of fact, the story gets crazy, but everybody will hear about it when it hits the courts. I am no longer playing games with nobody. I'll be 41 in January of 2026. I have never scammed a soul in my life. Nobody has ever put out there saying I scam them. I have had persons who have done business with me who were disgruntled and never liked how things went because it never pleased them, and for some of them they never understood what they were doing either. And we dealt with that and we moved forward. I have over 185 persons in a private group, and those persons, they've never come out here and says anything about Marvin Edgar. But this one individual who, for me, I think that she is psychotic. I think that she needs psychiatric evaluation, but the courts will decide that. And the reason I say that is not to be rude, but based on observation on what this person has been doing, it would have to be a psychotic person who gets up and message every single person, like literally every single person who comments something positive. Once she sees you commenting something positive, she's going to send you a message that Marvin Edgar scammed her $50,000. Now, my attorneys are having a field day currently, because when we're finished, the very draws of her back and the influencers that have taken this up and label me and Andre Stevens as scammers. Now, let me clarify the Andre Stevens part. Andre Stevens and I are not in any business arrangement. Never has and never will. Right? I do not wish to disclose much things about this matter. But if you're, as an influencer, if you're going to run with a story, you must get the two sides of the story before you run out there. When you put yourself in the public, like you have done, to come at a man like me, who me know my shit is well together for 40 years. Well together. It wasn't easy to balance haters and what I do. But at a time when my country is suffering, at a time when we are busy trying to help people, at a time when Uno find to come and grab a story from a psychotic person and run with it. I'm not a medical doctor, but the actions is that of a psychotic person based on what this woman is doing. And anybody who can send a person a 25-minute voice note, something is wrong with you. And that's what this woman has done constantly. She's not blocked from my WhatsApp. I have every message recorded and everything. And I've given everything over to my attorneys. It cost me a decent penny. To make sure that I have what I believe the best attorneys to deal with this. I've also contracted an international attorney who will deal with things also on that side. As for the TikTokers, now this is where it gets sweet. For you, this is what I am going to do for you to make your life better. I didn't want to do it because I don't like courthouse. I don't like courthouse. But the fact that you guys have now decided to run with this, the first the first person or the first 5 persons who can find me, every TikToker, their real name. Now listen to the criteria. The TikTokers are bloggers, whether they on YouTube or they on Facebook or TikTok. Once you find the ones who are them, put together the video and label me as the scammer, not the people who repost the video. Anybody can repost something with them here and say, yo, I want this man repost this. Not them, but to say for the ones who, yeah, and also the ones who comment on under those videos and say whatever, I need their names. The TikTokers, I need their names and possibly their addresses so I can give it to my attorneys, because I've already paid for them to have a defamation lawsuit. And I'm dead serious. And I'm going to give you the office number. My office number is 876-590-2225. 876-590-2225. Send a WhatsApp. Send a WhatsApp with the TikToker or the blogger, their name, them full name. And I just want them TikTok page. The name, them TikTok page, and if you can get their address, then I have some money for you. Okay? Then I have some money for you. Then you would send your banking information once you prove the first 5 persons. All right? The first 5 persons who can get that information, I have some money for you. And for those of you who don't know that I pay good. I pay very good. All right? So that's it on that matter. Andre Stevens has nothing to do with this. I've never worked with him. I've never done any crypto business with him. He and I are not partners in anything. So as for Andre, I would suggest that him get his lawyers and also sue the persons who have put his name on this thing and talk about scammers. Yeah, man. And I promise you that today, the 14th of November, I promise you that Nigel Jones and Company, attorneys at law, will make some good money off of Uno and Marvin Edgar. I'm going to sue down to the very drawers by your back. And this is why some of you get into so much problems on TikTok, and you have men hunting on a down and trying to unalive all of Uno on live, because you take up situations, you don't do careful analysis to find out what you just take stories and run with it. I kept silent because my lawyers asked me to keep silent. Yeah? And I am not an idiot. I'm not gonna go back and forth with any of you. I am 40, gonna be 41 in January, and none of Uno can drag me through no mud. You see me? I am unstoppable. You see me? I am the most honest person you can find ever. Period. We not thief people money. Very honest. Even if me borrow money from you and it's late, yeah, go get it back. Me might be late. Very late. 1 year, 2 year late. Yeah, get it back. Simone in New York, if you sing this, you can type and say, true, Marvin attack, because Marvin have money for me. And a long time, about 2 years, Marvin pay my money. For those of you who know me, who will know me, especially from my group, from my private group, you can type under here so and tell people about me and how transparent me is. You hear me telling you? I don't need to prove myself to nobody. And today, this video I've been waiting to do because I want to just mess up my flow of reaching the people. Anyways, I'm done with that. And before the video closes, there's a community named Left Hall. Let's get back to regular programming. The lawyers will deal with that starting Monday. There's a community in Left Hall, Westmoreland, where there's over 300 people, I understand, that are there. There are 10 mothers, and apparently there's 11 newborn babies. They need immediate assistance, I understand, with electrolytes, that thing, Pedialyte, and they need diapers, they need food. The community is called Left Hall in Westmoreland. Please jump on it. And lastly, I'll just say this little bit before we go. I've been trying to make contact with this woman to send her banking information for March, and she refused to send her banking information.